Good morning, everybody, and Merry Christmas Eve, I believe is what they call it these days.
Eve.
Welcome to Deuces, episode number 18, week 16 player prop and game pick'em, a little college action as well. This is a Toilets to Titles production. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and the guy that's been picking up my slack lately, the Frito Bandito himself, Mr. Rich Gonzalez. How you doing today, buddy?
Beautiful, man. Ready to get a little action going and get ready for Christmas, man. Spend some time with the family.
Oh yeah. I'm ready for some. We had football today. We didn't have it yesterday. We got it again Saturday, Sunday. So I'm looking forward to some. I ain't all bowl games, obviously. So it's like my favorite time of year for sports, I think. So
we already got an early visitor into the chat room. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing today? Man?
Yeah, he was there. I don't know. Tuesday night we were talking. I think he had some. I think he started Jalen Hurts, so he was enjoying the game. So we'll quick get through the fun stuff. So you can find us on Twitter. Well, actually, so you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, Facebook. Got a couple pages on there. If you are on Apple Podcasts, please give us a like. Hit the like and subscribe button. We would appreciate that. Give us a 5-star review. Let us know what you think. Except if you got questions, whatever, let us know. Like I said, we would really appreciate it. So also check out our website, toiletstyles.com. It's a ton of stuff on there. Every day there's new stuff getting put on there, whether it starts, sits, regular NFL stuff, fantasy advice, whatever it is. It's all there. So please go check it out. And let us know. Same thing. Like I said, it's pretty cool to have it. So last but not least, patreon.com. We would really appreciate the support. Check it out. We got 3 tiers. $3 a month gets you into our Discord chat. And then $5 a month gets you into the chat as well, plus early access to the waiver wire episodes that I helped Justin record there towards the end of the year. We do that Monday night during the fourth quarter, generally the Monday night game, so you get it, right away. And then also in the group chat, and then you get entry into the Frankenstein League, which I am out of now. I don't know. Are you still in it, Rich?
No, lost by 0.08.
Yeah, Joe blew the doors off my team. He beat me by like 70 or 80 or something, so I had a rough week. Jamar Chase got 0.75 points, so that hurt. But
yeah, the guy I played against, he had I picked him because he had Lamar Jackson. I knew he wasn't going to play, and I was thinking, well, there ain't no quarterback that he could pick up that will do any good. He ends up picking up Huntley, and freaking Huntley has a freaking huge game.
Don't get me started on that. I about had a heart attack watching that damn game. And then $10 a month gets you one-on-one roster analysis from anybody on the team. Free entry into the Frankenstein League next year, which I think we're going to try to do a 5-copy league. They had 3 this year. So into the group chat, and then early access to the waiver wire episodes as well. You can also find us on Twitter. I think I kind of said that earlier, but you can find me at Nate_Dirt19. My guy Rich over here at Gonzalez RM. And let's get into it, man. Let's get to the fun stuff.
Yes, sir.
I had another horrible week of player props. I don't know, man. I just can't do it. I don't know. Every single one of them. I'll go through my junk again. It was just I was 0-5. I'm 31-44 on the season, so we're just, I don't know. Maybe I'll get one this week or something. So, like I said, 0-5. I missed Mike Williams over 60 receiving yards. He had 49. I think this one, a couple of them are really close, so that makes it even worse. Justin Herbert over 16.5 rushing yards. He had 16 rushing yards. Perfect. Jonathan Taylor over 19.5 receiving yards. He had 0 receiving yards. He didn't even throw the ball to him. But he had like 20.
That was shocking.
27 carries or something for 177 yards. So, oh well, they won, so it doesn't matter. There was a weekly special with that DraftKings. What that meant, I
saw that because I was actually going to do that, and I thought I did until I went back and started typing notes in and saw that you were the one that did that.
Yeah, I thought, and I thought I didn't have a chance, and then I kind of saw the stats, and I was like, oh, it's close, and then I'm like, no, it wasn't. So it was Josh Jacobs and Nick Chubb to combine for over 149 and a half rushing yards. They combined for 143. So Josh Jacobs, he had like 50 yards. I mean, I don't know.
Total?
Whatever. Yeah, no, well, rushing yards. Josh Jacobs had like 50. I think Nick Chubb had 90 or something like that. So
Yeah. Now
it's close.
this would just combine rushing, because if it was everything, Jacobs had a better game in the receiving area.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, if it was everything, they would hit. It was just rushing. So,
Yeah.
And then I had Bengals team touchdowns. I thought they'd get over 2.5 against the Broncos. They didn't. They scored 1 touchdown. Still won, but whatever. I don't care. I'm over it. We're moving on next week.
Gotcha.
How'd you do
So
last?
before I jump into mine, let's go ahead and take care of this question for Chris Videos. Mixon Gabriel or Tyler Boyd this week? Mixon Gabriel or Tyler Boyd? I'm assuming pick one.
I want Joe Mixon if he's good to go.
Yeah, same here. I'm going Joe Mixon.
I love Joe Mixon
if he's available, and if he's not, I'll actually be going Gabriel over Tyler Boyd if Mixon doesn't play.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd, I think he's scored some decent fantasy points, but it's tough to know if this is the week, with T. Higgins, with Jamar Chase, even with Uzama. So Mixon's the surefire thing. Gabe Davis, he's pretty, he's kind of the same thing with high ceiling, kind of, you don't know what the floor is for me anyways. So yeah, probably in that order he listed him is the way I would play them, but Mixon for sure if he's there, I think he'll be good to go. But
all right, Chris, hope that helped you out, man. So let's jump into my results last week as I went 3-2. Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions, hit big time as he had 10 receptions for 191, 2 TDs. Him and Hill had a great game that day. So probably one of the best games.
One again. I don't know. I didn't look at the prop to see what his over was for reception game because Tyreek Hill might not play.
I think Kelsey's the same case.
Oh no, he's on it too, isn't he? I forgot it's like their whole team.
Yep. So don't be touching that.
Don't do that. Nico Hardman.
But yeah, no, he had his best game probably of the season. That was a great game for him and stuff like that. So Jonathan Taylor combined yardage over 117.5 as he hit, as we were talking about earlier, it was all rushing yards, 170 yards. My other hit was Bills Panthers over 44.5. As they barely hit at 45. I don't know. That wasn't really that good of a game, to be honest with you. I kind of watched a little bit of it. The other games, my 2 misses was Raiders Browns over 38.5, missed with 30. Rams Hawks over 45, missed 30. And I don't understand why. As I look back at this, I don't know why I went with overs. It's the end of the season. You need to be doing unders more than anything because of the weather and everything. So.
I could have seen that Rams Seahawks game. I thought they'd score a little more. It was like that game. What was it? 3 or did they have 10 at the end of the first half each? 10-10, I think, at halftime.
I think so.
I don't
Actually,
know.
I didn't even watch the game, to be honest with you, that day.
I watched bits and pieces of it. I didn't see the whole thing. I was working on stuff.
Well, big factor was COVID this past week and everything. We made these picks right before all this drama of everybody getting taken out of the game. Some teams were missing half their team. They had to pull a whole bunch of practice squads in and everything. And it looks like it's leading that case to this week. So it did factor into some of my decisions this week.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day. It's like, it was a factor throughout the season. There's been a couple guys here and there, but now it's like, it's not just 1 or 2 guys. It's like 15 guys on a team, or more. It's wild. So, like I said, hopefully everybody's okay. Everybody gets through it all right. That's more important than anything. So,
my picks for this week, Deebo Samuel, I'm going over of 42.5 receiving yards. The man's been killing it. I've been hoping they would do like some combined yardage for him on player props on rushing and receiving, as you could probably count that every week now with his rushing that he's getting.
There's one on FanDuel because I saw it because I picked his over. FanDuel has his receiving yards at 44.5, and that's what I had for my prop. So maybe I should take yours because it's better.
Just slightly.
Well, it's easier.
2 yards. Yeah.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
Carson Wentz, I'm taking the over of 209.5 passing yards. They are playing against, man, who were they playing against? I had it down here at the bottom. They're
Who's that?
playing against the Cardinals, the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel that after the showing Cardinals put up last week, they're going to come out and have a huge comeback this week. And I think the Colts are going to have to throw a lot. So I do like Carson Wentz going over easily 209.5 yards and everything. My other player prop, Josh Allen, over 248.5 passing yards. They are playing the Patriots this week again. This ain't going to be the same result as the last game that they played. I think there's going to be a lot more. It ain't going to be as bad as it was as far as the wind and everything. So I do like Josh Allen going over his 248.5 passing yards, as Patriots didn't look good last week. And I think it's going to be another week like that too with the Bills. Saints Dolphins, I'm taking the under of 39. That's a low over under number, but I am taking under. Saints have been beat up. Good defense. They'll hold the Dolphins under. Dolphins defense is pretty decent too at times. I see this being a low scoring game at this time of year. My last one is Colts Cardinals. I'm taking the over of 49, as I would just go explaining how they will be throwing a lot in this game between both teams.
Yeah, I don't know. That game's going to be fun. I think, like you said, they're both going to throw, but I also think that Jonathan Taylor is going to have a very big day. The Cardinals' rush defense is very, very poor.
Yes,
so.
and I bet you anything he will not go this game without no receiving yards. He will have some
Yeah, well,
receiving yards in this game.
I'm not doing it again. I said hell with that. So I did find a prop for Deebo Samuel rushing and receiving on FanDuel. I just changed mine, so I'm going to take the over of 83.5 rushing and receiving yards.
I like that.
I don't know. It seems like maybe that's too good to be true, but he's just so involved in all aspects of the game. So I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over 255.5 passing yards. I don't know if he'll need to throw that much, but I think he will. He's going to break the Packers' all-time touchdown record this weekend at home in Lambeau. It'll be pretty awesome. I just think that they're going to kind of do what they want. And, well, I said that last weekend, and they didn't. But I think the Browns are not quite as explosive as they don't have Mark Andrews. I guess I should just say that. So
there you go.
Jonathan Taylor over 106.5 rushing yards. I think that should be pretty easily attainable for him. Another weekly special I like on DraftKings, Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson over 174.5 receiving yards. I know that's a lot, but those two guys, their offenses run through those guys. And the way Cooper Kupp's been playing, same with Justin Jefferson, they've been electric. So, and I do have Kyler Murray under 27.5 rushing yards. He hasn't been running like he used to. No. And like you said, I think they're going to be throwing a lot. I think they're going to be behind, so they're going to have to throw. He's only averaging 3.5 or 3.6 yards a carry this year instead of his normal like 6 or 7. So he's not running like he was. So
no, it's interesting because after he had to miss those 3 games of injury, I'm assuming it was a lower leg injury, and that's the reason why he was out. And it's funny that since he's came back from that, he hasn't been rushing a lot. And that was where, like last week, that was one of the games I was kind of keeping an eye on. And they were down at the goal line within the 20 like 4 or 5 times, and he didn't even attempt to run at all and stuff like he normally does when he gets that close to the goal line. Yeah,
and that defense is extremely slow for the Lions. So it's like, I don't know. But you make it, and the team looks, the Lions looked like a better team because they could run the ball so effectively because that bad rush defense. You know what I mean? So it's weird. It's wild. But well, hey, let's go over these college games that we got here in the next couple of days that we got a little disappointment, or not disappointment. We got a little difference in our picks in them. So
we like to have that every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm not going to go very deep into these, as I don't follow college as much as I do as far as all these games and everything. But Gasparilla Bowl, UCF. I'm taking UCF plus 6.5 to the Florida Gators. I think this is going to be a close game. Hawaii Bowl, I am taking Memphis minus 4.5 to Hawaii. Camellia Bowl, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I am taking Georgia State minus 3.5 to Ball State. Next one is the First Responders Bowl, Air Force plus 1.5 to Louisville, after Yumi talked about the game between Air Force and Navy, and Air Force came out and won. Hey, I'm going Air Force on this one. I'm riding your team there. And my last one, guaranteed rate bowl, Minnesota minus 6.5 to West Virginia.
All right. Well, same with you. I'm taking UCF plus 6.5. The Hawaii Bowl, Memphis minus 4.5, but the Camilla Bowl, I'm going to take Ball State plus 3.5. That's an Indiana school, and I think Justin went there maybe or something like that. I remember we've talked about Ball State before, so I'll go with Ball State. The first spot, I'm going to actually take Louisville minus 1.5. We'll see what happens. Probably be wrong. And then the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, I got to take my Mountaineers. At FanDuel, it's West Virginia. They got them plus 5 at Minnesota, so I need to switch it to DraftKings with you to get them plus 6.5. I like West Virginia. We don't know what team shows up every day. It's been a wild season, but hopefully the team we want shows up for this one. So,
gotcha. And good morning, Joe. Yes, Chris has already been in here. I think he dipped out though already. Got his one question in. I think he was the same question he asked you last night, but I think we got it covered. So,
Joe, how you doing, buddy? Nice to hear from you, even though I'm still upset with you for beating the hell out of me and Frankenstein and ending my season. So, but it's okay. We're still friends.
All right, parlayed. My parlay for this week. I actually did take a parlay. I took Titans plus 3 to the 49ers, Colts plus 1 to the Cardinals, Packers minus 7.5 to the Browns, and Vikings plus 2.5 to the Rams.
I like that. I didn't take one. It's been so poor for me for these other random stuff. I was like, I'm not doing it. I mean, and I think I was 4-1 on the regular show and 5-0 last week, so maybe I should have done one, but nah, not happening.
Survivor pool. I'm taking Cowboy. I'm taking Packers over the Browns.
I'm actually going to take the Eagles over the Giants. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we're going to go with a little more wild one. If anybody has any like tough games left, they have to pick because they don't have very many teams left. The Giants, I think Jake Fromm might start. I don't know. Joe would know.
Yeah, I think he will start.
That's going to be tough.
Because Danny Dimes is out for the season.
Yeah, and Mike Glennon stinks.
He had his moments and everything, but then he just, stunk.
Let's move on to the fun stuff.
Yes, there you go. Let's go do that.
I was 4-2 last week. I'm still over 500 on the year, 49-45. So I did miss the Dolphins minus 10. I thought that they would, whatever. They won by, I can't even do math right now. Sorry. They won by 7, 31-24.
Yep.
Whatever. And then I missed on the Lions and the Cardinals. I had the Cardinals minus 12.5. And they got spanked by Dan Campbell, which was funnier than hell. I love it. And it helped me out with the Packers. So where I was right, Cowboys minus 10.5 for the Giants. They won 21-6. That was pretty easy. Good game for Zeke and Pollard on the ground. I think they combined for 100. I don't know what the number was now, but it was a pretty good one. So and their defense looked very good. Hit on the 49ers minus 9 against the Falcons. They won 31-13. Pretty easy. Bengals plus 2.5 against the Broncos. They won by 5. I was nervous. I didn't know what was going to happen there. That game was kind of weird. Did you see the Drew Lock handoff to the defensive tackle for the Bengals?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He like literally like was running like an RPO and the guy just grabbed the ball and ran the other way.
Oh wait, yeah, okay, yeah, I saw that. Yes, I did see that. It was I saw awesome. A replay of it is what I saw. Didn't understand what was going on. I just saw that he gave up the ball to him. I was like, what the heck happened?
Yeah. And then I got the Rams minus 4.5 against the Seahawks. That game was close, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's not going to hit. But Seahawks won by 10. So how'd you do? You did real well.
I went 5-2 last week. Last 2 weeks have been pretty good for me. But like I said, I went 5-2 as I had the Raiders minus 1 to the Browns as they hit 1 by 2. Took the Cowboys minus 11 to the Giants as they hit by 15. I took the Bengals plus 2.5 to the Broncos as Bengals won by 5. I took Packers minus 5 to the Ravens. That was one of my misses. Rams minus 4.5 to the Hawks hit as the Rams won by 10. Vikings minus 3.5 to the Bears as they hit and won by 8. And my other miss was same as you, the Cardinals minus 12.5 to the Lions, as the Lions upset the Cardinals big time.
Yeah, that I tell you, it's about that Vikings Bears game. The Bears are oh God, they are not good.
They ain't gonna get any
That
better
game,
this year. So
I thought they would. I thought that game was going to be more of a. I thought the Vikings would like really show dominance, and they didn't. They did, I guess, but not like I thought.
yeah, to a certain degree.
Week 16.
So week
I'll go
16.
ahead. Or you want to go?
I'll go
I'll
ahead.
go. All right, go ahead.
All right, so week 16, I'm going to try for another week where I go with 5 wins, because I think the last 2 weeks I have gone 5 wins on the last 2 weeks at least. So this week, Packers minus 7.5 to the Browns, Colts +1 to the Cardinals, Chargers minus 10 to the Texans, Ravens +2.5 to the Bengals, and Saints -3 to the Dolphins. And I think that covers it.
I like it. Yeah. I thought about that Saints game too. I like that one a lot. I think we actually, I'll go through mine now, but they're a little bit different. So I like San Francisco tonight -3. Tennessee they played decent, but they lost the Steelers last week. The week before they beat the Jaguars, who are horrible. San Francisco's been playing some really physical, dominant football. I know they've lost a couple down the stretch, but close games. They beat a lot of good teams too. So I think there'll be too much for Tennessee to handle. I like the Colts +1.5 at the Cardinals.
Yep.
I think I said it on Tuesday night. The Cardinals, well, before this recent skid, they'd only lost I think when they were 9-2 or whatever. The only 2 losses were at home, so it's like they were playing better on the road anyways. But
yep.
I think Jonathan Taylor and those guys are too much to handle for the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals are kind of same thing happened last year. They started out real strong and then struggled down the back and everything. So same thing's happening this year.
Yep. I like Tampa Bay -10 at Carolina. I know they're missing some guys, but I don't know. Carolina's pretty poor, and I think that a week without Chris Godwin, I think Ronald Jones will be okay. I don't know if Mike Evans is playing. I can't remember.
It's going to be a game time decision, but Antonio Brown, he'll be back this week too.
And that'll be huge. I think him and Brady are going to be like middle finger to everybody and just go crazy. So I think it'll be the Gronk and AB show, to be honest.
Yep, I agree.
I also like the Chargers -10 at Houston, like you did. And Brandon Cooks, I think, is out now. I just saw
Eckler's out too.
Yeah, that's fine. They don't need him. They can use Roundtree or whatever. They can just throw the ball more. I like the Bengals -3. I know they didn't look that good last week, and Tyler Huntley looks like the best guy ever against the Packers because it doesn't matter. I think the Bengals are going to win the division. They're the healthiest team in the division. So at some point, that's got to amount to something, right? Because I don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to play. I think he didn't practice.
I think he'll be
yesterday.
back this week.
So, and that'll obviously change things. We'll see what happens. So, I like the Patriots -2 against the Bills. Lost last week, tough game. Mac Jones, brought his team back. It was a close football game. I think they're too good. The Bills, they can't run the football and they can't stop the run. That is a recipe for disaster. So, my last one. Sorry, Rich. Broncos -1.
That's all right, man.
I think that game. The thing I think for that game that's going to be different with Drew Lock, he is going to just chuck the ball everywhere. Yeah. And you'll finally get to see. And I'm not saying there's not going to be a couple interceptions here and there. The Raiders defense hasn't played well as of late, but they may be able to get some interceptions because Drew Lock just throws it all over the place. So I'm hoping that we get to see some Tim Patrick, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Albert O, Noah Fant, everybody getting a piece of the pie because he chucks it everywhere and doesn't really care. And hopefully Javonte Williams has a big day. So I think that game's going to be very close. I really do. I think the Broncos come out on top by maybe a field goal, maybe or something like that. So.
Yeah, I stayed away from this game due to the fact Drew Lock coming back and didn't know really what to expect because Drew Lock will pass and everything, but that is the strength of the Raiders defense is a passing game and everything. Yep. So that's what kind of threw me off because I was even looking at some player props in this game and everything. And the more I was looking at him, it's very hard to decide because we just haven't seen Drew Lock this season that much, limited time in there and everything. And I wanted to take some of that receiving action in the game, and I was like, I don't know who he's going to go to. I mean, he's going to spread the ball around. I mean, I see this week being a game for Judy, but then you just don't know,
He did throw a touchdown to Tim Patrick last week, who had a pretty decent day, and so I have Tim Patrick to start in a league where
Gotcha.
I'm me missing Tyreek Hill, so it's like, do I start Tim Patrick? Do I start Mecole Hardman? Yeah, it's tough.
It's going to be a very close game, but Raiders will pull it off. They have to win, man. They have to win. After the win last week and stuff like that, they have to win the next. They got to win out to even have a chance in playoffs. I think they come together and try to make a strong push and stuff like that. So this is a one that they got to win. They already beat them once this year. So that's another reason why I wanted to stay away from this game, because they already beat them once. And it's very hard to go 2-0 in a division and everything. So this is a good pick for you and everything. I do like it because of that fact, but I always got to pull for my Raiders. So
no, I don't blame you. Like I said, I think it'll be a very good game, and then who knows what we'll get with Drew Lock. It's in at Allegiant Stadium or whatever it's called in Vegas. And yeah, like Joe said, he took the Raiders too. He's worried about the Broncos pass defense, and it is phenomenal as well. The Broncos defense is very good. And like I said, their passing defense is the strong part of their game. So
yeah, but the last time we played them, we beat them pretty good. So that's like I said, I just don't know what to expect. It's very hard to go 2-0 against a division opponent. So
yes, it is. So that's all we got for the week. Make sure I'll drop this in there. Check out our holiday bonus draft episode. I didn't get to be part of that. I had some stuff going on, but Rich was part of it. Joe as well. It was fun to listen to, fun to see. I've been watching. Last night we watched Christmas Vacation, my favorite movie. I'm sure today she'll have on. Like I said, I'm off today and tomorrow. Get lucky. And even for New Year's next week, I'm off Thursday and Friday. So I get a couple 3-day weeks. And
ooh, nice. I do get a 3-day weekend this weekend too, with it being Christmas on Saturday. So I'll have Saturday and Sunday, Monday off. But tonight's going to be a long night, as we're going to try to pull 2 days of product today to try to get a jump, so we can let everybody go early Friday. So
at least
it's going to be a late night. Friday. So
hey, I'd rather stay late tonight than have to do Christmas Eve.
Same. Well,
but
appreciate it always, man.
To everybody, especially my guy Rich this way. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I will talk to you before that, I'm sure. Make sure you check out all our shows too. Everybody's been, like I said, working hard. A lot of good stuff coming out all the time, almost every day. I know Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So,
and the good thing about our episode is we get to keep on going into the playoffs and all the way to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, why not, right?
Yep, nice.
It's getting down to crunch time, so it's going to be fun. Appreciate you hanging with us, and if you got any questions, holler at us. We'll be more than happy to try to help you out. So
the last thing I want to say is come by Colts Titles. We're going to be doing a playoff, fantasy football playoff. So jump in, try to get involved and stuff like that, and come join it. We're going to try to get a huge group this time around. So come by, check us out, and jump in on it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be $10 for the playoff league on MFL. As soon as we get everything finalized, we'll send out the details. I know we got a couple weeks left till the playoffs. So, yeah, check us out.
All right.
Patreon, check out the website, whatever. So, appreciate all the support, and have a good Christmas, and we'll see y'all later.
Let me make sure we end.